U.S. Senate has rejected 2 resolutions aimed at halting arms sales to Israel, despite mounting concerns over civilian casualties and humanitarian conditions in Gaza. The resolutions, introduced by Senator Bernie Sanders, failed with votes of 73-24 and 70-27. All support came from Democrats, while Republicans, including President Donald Trump's allies, uniformly opposed the measures. Sanders expressed optimism despite the outcome, noting growing Democratic support and suggesting a shift in public sentiment. He said the American people are increasingly unwilling to fund military support for actions contributing to the suffering in Gaza, and voiced hope for eventual bipartisan backing. And Sweden's Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson has called on the European Union to suspend the trade component of its association agreement with Israel. Kristersson announced the demand on social media, stating that Israel is failing to fulfill its most basic obligations regarding emergency aid access. He described the situation in Gaza as absolutely appalling and urged the Israeli government to allow unhindered humanitarian aid into the territory. And the death toll in Gaza has risen sharply, with at least 111 Palestinians, 91 of them aid seekers, killed in the past 24 hours alone. An additional 820 people were injured in Israeli attacks across the enclave. Since Israel's military campaign began on October the 7th, 2023, a total of 60,249 Palestinians have been killed and 147,089 wounded. The number of aid seekers killed since May 27th, when Israel implemented a new aid distribution system, has now reached 1,330, with more than 8,818 others injured in the process. And Lebanon's President Joseph Aoun has called on Hezbollah and other armed groups to hand over their weapons exclusively to the Lebanese army. Aoun stressed the need for the state to assert full control over all Lebanese territory. He highlighted the importance of Israel withdrawing to internationally recognized borders, the release of detainees, and securing $1 billion annually for the army over the next decade. Hezbollah, however, has resisted disarmament demands, complicating Lebanon's security landscape. Lebanon's Hezbollah leader Naim Qassem has firmly rejected demands for the group to disarm, saying such calls serve Israel's interests rather than Lebanon's security. Qassem criticized the U.S. for insisting on the removal of Hezbollah's missiles, drones, and other weapons, accusing the American envoy Thomas Barak of advocating disarmament to benefit Israel.